the church cannot know you better than your family.
Of course, definitely. Yeah.
Yes, the church can know you better than your family. Your family knows you better. And they should be the one that will have your back, that will want to protect you and want to ensure you're not making the wrong
Most
decisions.
definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
so-
now, before we start saying the church should now come in to take like the place of the family, why not we tell the church to focus more on educating the present day parents, new generation family?
I believe that both the church and the family should play complementary roles. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Teachings from the family, teachings from the church. It will better help to inculcate this moral discipline.
Okay.
Yes, in people. Let's even say, if this were the case, let's say if the family actually did a good job,
Yeah.
or the family is doing a good job,
Yeah.
I believe the church can also,
Yeah.
you understand, give
Yeah.
a supplementary teachings
Yeah.
to make sure that individuals, youth, they date the Christian way.
Yes. If the family
Yes.
has done well on the home front, the church will have very, and this
Yeah,
does
they'll
not
have,
want to apply to
minimal-
marriage. You know.
Yes, yes.
This applies to so many things.
Yeah.
The failure, and this is why the devil keeps attacking the family.
family,
And the
yes.
family, because the family is the fundamental unit of the
Unit,
society.
of course, definitely.
Now, when we have good families in the society, we would have good churches, we will have good marriages, we will have good government. It all begins with
From the home,
from the
yes.
home. And
Charity begins at home.
exactly,
Yes.
I think we should attack this from the roots.
Yeah.
Now, if we know that the roots is not necessarily churches not doing enough, so how well are churches building present day family to raise a very good home? What is the church also doing for the children's church and the teens church? Because let's say the family is not doing so well. Now, if children and teens are being taught
Yeah.
these right things in the early days, when they get to the marriageable age, they will not be making mistakes.
Yeah, because it has been inculcated.
It
from
has
a
been
very young age,
inculcated.
yes. It's become they're already informed
Exactly.
about it. Yes.
Exactly. And that's why now it looks like the church is trying to patch things. Like most of what the church is busy doing is
Mostly
fixing
patrol, yeah, trying to
and
fix-
patching
yes, fixing
what
and
has been
patching.
damaged.
Trying to salvage.
Exactly,
yes,
salvage the situation.
situations. Yeah.
Okay, now that we've talked about this, and okay, it's obvious that the church should play a role or play some roles in Christian dating. What should this role be?
Like I earlier said, teaching, mentoring, and also guiding. Yes, because it's just like you are handling a project now. You sit together, you talk about the project, and then you execute the project. Even after execution, you need to still monitor. That's where the guidance comes in. So, in as much as maybe the church is teaching,
Yeah.
there should also be a mentorship stage and also be a guidance stage. Let's okay, you've been taught, you've been mentored. Now you have to be guided to make sure that you follow that path.
Okay, now talking about mentorship, teaching, and all, let's take some scenarios. We have some churches that are trying to be involved and trying to play a role between people who are dating, and then a sister goes and comes to a pastor and say, "Pastor, I want to marry this person. Who is he? Is he a member of our church?" No. Where is he? What church does he attend? Is he a Christian? Yes. What church does he attend? This church. And then all of a sudden the pastor is like, "No, I don't think you should marry that brother." Now, he might not maybe necessarily give reasons and all that. Like, maybe the challenge for him is the doctrine of that church is not the same doctrine as our church. So now my question is, should doctrinal differences or doctrinal compatibility matter in a church trying to play a role?